And also, I still say have fixed my tripod, so like it ain't gonna work real well. We're gonna take it though and give it the old college try. I have a thing with breaking tripods. I've got like two of them broken, but I just wonder if maybe I can't. This was something I probably should have thought of before I set this video up, but I didn't. So I'm gonna try to cobble this one with the other one and see if maybe I can't make this thing or at least stand. Obviously, this isn't going to be the way we really want to do business, but it might work. It's looking like it might. 50-50. Need to get the super glue over here, and then we're going to cut some eggs. Nothing too exciting today, but again, we do everything out in the open. So, what we're going to be cutting, and I know, and I didn't warn you, I just kind of decided to do it, is we're going to be cutting some lesser bred to a pastel xanthic. I really want to get lesser into my SK stuff, so I made several clutches like that to make sure I have a holdback that I like, and that's kind of what we're doing. So, all right, hang on. We're going to try to stick this in here and see if I can't balance it some magical way on two legs. I mean, I'm a human. Sorry, hit a button when I was moving that, and it kind of kicked us off brand. So, hold on a sec. That wasn't your phone. That was my phone did that. What kind of happened was, in order to get it to fit in this case really well at all, I'll tell you what, these legs are all about to break on this thing, and probably will from me doing this, but I don't even fucking care at this point. Let's see here. I should have had this idea before I started, but it honestly came afterwards. Whoa, I think we might be onto something here. So I'm going to put the phone in here now, and we're going to see what we can do. So bear with me. This might actually make it halfway tolerable to do this. Because otherwise I'm trying to hold the phone with one hand, cut with another, and it just don't work real well. Look, Mom, no hands. So I don't know. We'll see how this is going to work. No, we're going to try it. We're going to hope for the best. And then I'll slide over to Patreon. I'll even have to just, balance mics on something. So, clutch 18 for the year. Pastel xanthic. Bred to a straight lesser. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs. I think that's what she laid. I don't have my computer here. I can't really remember for sure. So let me try to set this up now. Boop. Hey. I think this is going to work, y'all. A little redneck ingenuity will get you a long way in life sometimes. Here goes nothing. Clippy. So what we're looking for is lessers and lesser pastels. They're all going to be 100% het for SK xanthic. So basically we're just looking for healthy snakes and no normals, but there could certainly be, well, they wouldn't truly be normally het xanthic, but the fewer of them, the better. Again, this was kind of a clutch more about future projects, not about, a big money clutch, anything like that. As I say, come on, not a lot of normals. The very first one is a normal het xanthic, but looks healthy. When I tap it, boop, moves. So good to go, no complaining. That's the main thing, right? Where we were right, this was going to leak everywhere. Told ya. This is a really full of goop egg. If you guys are wondering why we're cut with no pips, we are at day 56. So it is certainly time. We're going to just go ahead and do it. Me and my shaky hands. People are like, oh, he's really nervous. No, I just have shaky hands. I think I'm past the point of being nervous on camera, like maybe 200 videos ago. If I say stupid shit now, I just kind of don't care. I mean, I do. I'm like, what a dumbass, but it's going to happen. I'm going to roll with it. So there it looks like, from what we can see, I'm going to say pastel. Well, there might be a little more in there. That could be, it could be lesser pastel. Can't see all of it. And the albumin throws it off. We got movement, so good. But definitely got something going on in that one. And again, I'm not going to do what some people do and rotate them all around and cut the whole top off. And I don't care if others do that. It's just not how I do things. To each their own. So if you're looking for that, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So we got, so far, what do we think we have? Normal head axanthic, pastel head axanthic. This, uh, ooh, definitely got lesser, maybe a lesser pastel. We'll have to see when it comes out and gets all its color. Definitely doing good in there, head axanthic. Now, I've already picked a holdback that has got lesser and axanthic in it. Doesn't mean I won't swap it out for a different one. We picked one with spider because it just looks so cool, you know. But we may have two, or we may, change. I may change my mind. Oh, that's no okay. This one's a no doubt. You can see right away the head sticking up, how clear that is. That's going to be a lesser pastel. So we're doing good here. Head axanthic. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wipe my fingers off here a little bit. Well, Michael Santos, if you want dibs on one of those, I think you are, but if you're not on Patreon, you need to be because that's where they're going to go when they're ready. And you can call the dibs you want, but if you ain't on there, there's a good chance they won't make it out. That being said, we are starting to have some snakes not sell on there, so there's a good chance we'll be going to a show here in the next few months, maybe 3 or 4, once I get enough left over. So that's kind of cool. Another one that looks to be pastel. It could be still getting color, and it could end up being normal, but right now we're going to say pastel. Again, I've clipped a few blood vessels, but that won't hurt anything. It just causes a mess. Boop. All in all, oh, this one's not going to go well. Normal. I think this is as many normal so far, almost as many normal. I got 3 in one other clutch that are, well, they're possible het clowns. This is going to be just as many normals I've had almost all year. We have not hit very many normals. That was kind of by design, One, the more genes you got in the mix, less odds. Two, if you use a lot of supers, you're going to take your chances out, obviously, of doing normals. So that's always a good idea. But when you're trying for certain projects, sometimes there's going to be that byproduct, right? And that one's definitely a pastel. Perfect. So we didn't hit the lesser very heavy. We've got 2 of them. But honest to God, it's hard to see what one of them's definitely lesser pastel. This one here, which is going to be a bloody mess now, I can't see enough to make a positive determination. So we may have 2 lesser pastels. We may have just 1 lesser pastel, 1 lesser. We got that's pastel, so 2 pastels. Sorry, we have 3. Well, that one's kind of neat. Look, I have to wait till that one's out. It's just hiding a little bit in there. Of course, that one's the one that's definitely lesser pastel. We got 2 normals. So the odds are kind of what you'd think they'd be. I'm going to rotate this around without dropping it. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to play with it a little bit here in a second. Let me clean my hands up a tad. And again, I'm not going to stay on a real long time, y'all. It's because, I'll be honest, I got stuff to do. I'm a busy, busy guy. I know you may not think that all the time, but believe it or not, whoa, us folks do have a life, at least some of us, outside of YouTube and just snakes. So like today, I got to get home, get cleaned up, get dinner, because I'll be leaving for part of this week for work, doing a little travel for work. And then on top of that, I've got family coming in this weekend, so I want to get this done now. I'll be cutting probably then, and probably have to feed some helos this weekend. That's no big deal. So, and then I turn right around. I'm home for like 5. I know, rough life, first world problems. I might do that, JoJo. I might do that. And what we'll do then is be home for. Let's see. I get home on Friday. Family comes in. They'll be here till Sunday. Then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at home, and then I leave Thursday, and then I'm gone until Sunday night when I'll be back home, and then Monday will be another ship day. So it's going to be a little bit on the crazy side. I wouldn't have it any other way. All right, guys, unless you guys have any questions, I'm going to hop off of here and slide to Patreon. But if you do have questions, now's the time to ask them. We have multiple clutches still left in the incubator. Caleb, right now there is another clown cutting. We just cut the one where we had the bumblebee het clown, or not bumblebee het clown, sorry, the bumblebee visual clown, maybe something else, plus a bunch of stuff that's het clown. We'll be parting with all of that. We won't keep any of it because it's also possible het caramel, and I don't want to really deal with the caramel gene as much. That being said, I did go against that thought process a little bit when I kept some cryptic stuff because they're also possible het caramel. But I was keeping it not for the cryptic aspect, right? But still, we'll be parting with all those. I have one more clown that could lay. I don't think she's going to. I think she reabsorbed on me. It's my spider clown. So no Kryptons in the incubator right now, Dennis. But I've got one, maybe two I think will lay. I forgot to check this girl today. She might also, I think she's going to go. We're having a really weird year. And every year is a little bit weird. And I think, just a theory, right, that the longer you do this, oh, awesome, Xanthic bananas. The longer you do this, and the more clutches you start to deal with the year, and the more breeders you deal with the year, the more your season starts to expand. And you hear people say, oh, there really is no season. I breed all year. When I was new, I'm like, well, I have a very defined season. That season's starting to stretch. I honestly believe we'll get all the way through this month without nary an egg. It's surprising, but I think we're going to have eggs in October and maybe some in November. It just, yeah, it is what it is, right? So, you just kind of go with it. And we'll start repairing in November. But then those girls that lay late, we can't repair them that early. I get them back rolling, then we'll pair them down the road. So you're going to start to see, I think, that Olympus is going to start, we'll be having eggs 6, 7, 8 months out the year instead of used to be wrapped up in 3. I just see it stretching and stretching and stretching. Not a bad thing. Actually, it's a really good thing. The reason for that is when I was setting up and doing all my math, I was doing it based on having this really defined season, and then, man, my incubator's going to get full, all of these things, and it was kind of nerve-wracking. And, yeah, we're becoming a full-year breeder, right? And now we will likely spread out that over throughout the year, so babies will be leaving all year and coming in all year and leaving all year, so we probably won't need quite as much baby rack space or anything else, which is cool. It's really cool, actually. So anyway, I'm not going to stay on here, so I will slide over to Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, you get extra stuff over there. Probably should be also, make sure and click like when you see a video of ours. It really helps us. Subscribe, make a fake account and subscribe, do whatever you can. We really want to get this to 100,000 someday, and we were well on our way. Then YouTube kind of nerfed us, and they don't put our videos in front of people anymore. So help us out a little bit. I would greatly appreciate it. Getting to 100,000 kind of became a goal of mine that I do intend to meet, even if it takes me 100 years. Well, not 100, I'll be dead, but you know what I'm saying. So help us out, help us get there, and then maybe, I'll do something special if you ever do. I don't know what, but help us out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to hop off and go to Patreon. We'll catch you next time.